Welcome back, everyone, and let's continue our conversation with Senator Magnus Abbey of the APC on the issue of the Rivers rerun election, some of the issues raised and the controversies. Well, Senator Abbey, I was asking you why you think that these politics in Rivers State has become such a bad blood. And I asked the governor about a possible reconciliation with your principal, Mr. Rotimi Amaechi, who is the minister, and it looks so much like an unreconcilable difference between the two men.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I really also would like to say that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the laws of our country does not require a personal relationship between Nyesom Wike and Rotimi Amaechi before Rivers State can have an election. There are laws governing these things. Whether they choose to reconcile or not is personal to them, and that's their relationship. But what is important to Rivers people and to Nigerians is that we should have a country where our laws are bigger than every individual. So we don't need to have a reconciliation between them before we can have an election.
Because these two men are the leaders of these two major political parties and the leaders in the state, and the frictions that we see, because there are some words attributed to the former governor that some people had said are incited and made the governor also to react, and which is causing a whole lot of ripples.
I don't know what words you're talking about, so I cannot respond to something that I have not heard. But I've heard the words of Nyesom Wike. I've heard him when he said that people who are coming to conduct elections in Rivers State should write their will. I have heard him when he called the names of electoral personnel on air and has said that any of them who is coming to Rivers State to rig election, to do this, to do that, will go down. I have not heard him when he defined who will decide who is rigging election and who is not. Because the system that he's setting up here, which he was explaining here, that anybody who tries to do this, there will be resistance, people will die and all that, gives the power to whoever now decides that Sean is rigging election to kill you. Do you understand what I mean?
Do you think that they have to?
And he has no such power. He has no such power under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Electoral Act has already provided for electoral offenses. If somebody commits an electoral offense, the law expects that the person will be arrested, taken before the courts, and prosecuted.
They're just a few days before this election. Do you think that the atmosphere is right?
I don't know what you understand by atmosphere.
In terms of security, it's so tense right now.
There is nothing tense about this whole thing. People are trying to create tension because they don't want elections. They have already procured boys from Ekeremo, from everywhere, to come in to disrupt the elections. They have already activated their army. They have their own army that they want to use to intimidate voters and scuttle the process. All we need to do is to have a country that has the ability to enforce its own writ within his borders. And that's what Nigeria should do. Rivers State is part of Nigeria. We should be able to enforce our laws in our country and carry out our elections. We don't need the permission of the governor to have an election in Rivers State.
Let's conclude this conversation right now. As we head into this election, very critical, there are empty seats, vacant seats for your state in the National Assembly. What is more critical for the people of Rivers State within these next few days?
Well, I think the most important thing for all of us is that we actually need to understand that the interest of Rivers State is at stake. And I don't believe the governor and his party that they have the interest of Rivers State at heart. And I will say why. We conducted the last election. They got certificates of return from the same imperfect INEC, from the same INEC they are complaining about. But all those that had certificate of return from PDP were sworn into the House of Assembly. They are sitting. But everybody who got the same certificate of return from the APC, not one of those people have been sworn in. Now, is that the attitude, is that the behavior of a leader who wants everybody to have confidence in what he's doing?
Even when some of these cases are in court also.
Even if the cases are in court.
Okay.
The members of the National Assembly whose cases are in court, have they not been sworn in Abuja in the House of Reps?
Okay.
Are they not sitting? If you are interested in Rivers people being represented, why are you denying people representation where you have the power?
Thank you so much, Senator Magnus Abbey. It's a pleasure talking to you on the program. Many thanks. Well, that's our show tonight. Many thanks for being such a great company, a part of the celebration here at Channels Television. Bye for now.